The people who left you taught you how to rely on presence. You have been misunderstood because your development has been spiritual. Other people moved fast, but you were deep and you aligned with God. They wanted popularity. When things were difficult for you, you prayed. You helped the less fortunate. You remained faithful, and God was silent. God watched you to endure in strength, but you had to be in isolation. God didn't want you to focus on praise from others. God wanted you in the silence to speak to you. Your peace, purpose, and who you are depended on your obedience. God wants you in isolation so you could be loyal. If people are not around, if you'll follow His guidance when no one is watching, if you'll still believe when no one is supporting you and praising you. In isolation, you became stronger and wiser. You understood forgiveness is for you, and forgiveness came faster. And you had more love. That person in you loved to insist on their own way, as they always expected restraint and submission and calm from you. They loved to cross boundaries. They forced you to do what was convenient to them, to what they needed. They expected generosity from you. Some of you were planning to enter a formal relationship or marriage. Many of you were of different religions and faiths. You are completely different people from different worlds. Your different views are so radically different. Serious differences. The relationship became broken. They distanced themselves and they had someone else. They thought you tolerated and accepted it. They kept you in a state of mind that one day everything will work out, but they hesitated, and the person is more skillful with words. They know how to persuade. People listened to them, and many sided with them. Their actions were truly a betrayal of you. They betrayed your trust. But you put a lot of effort into working on yourself. You're always constantly learning and studying. For you, there is no such thing as too much knowledge or information. You're always accumulating different things that will definitely be useful to you in the future. You put this into practice for your own benefit. You showed them how you were able to overcome circumstances in a situation that seriously required intervention. You successfully dealt with a certain issue. That person always wanted to teach you a lot, teach you a lesson, but it was you who decided to do it. You found out that they have a relationship, and you closed off and distanced yourself. This is for some of you. Many of you are estranged from each other. Status is very important for them. They pamper themselves to some issue which they keep to themselves, a hobby, a work, some kind of passion. They are always on the internet. They're a gambler, a manipulator. They present themselves, observe from afar and collect information. But overall, They weigh the pros and cons of the future. They hide their plans and keeps it to themselves. They could be alone, chatting on the phone or video call. They already accomplished something. They're happy. They are in celebration using alcohol. They are in some small talk, idle chatter. They maintain contact with the outside world, with people, or discussing business with a coworker. They show off, meeting people online. They're constantly working on their image. For them, status and image are paramount. They're working on their own style of clothes, etc. For them, the important thing is what people will say, what they'll think of them. This is just idle chatter which they think will be useful. They have a very unstable financial situation. They're a liar. They're trying to avoid some expense, some exposure or deception. Some information from the past has orchestrated this about some of their machinations, and they're trying to avoid responsibility. They're happy with a small, insignificant income. In general, they're used to enjoying life at someone else's expense. They're trying to maintain balance. They're making plans for another meeting. They will always like meeting two or more people. They love to move forward without any strings attached. No matter who they are with, they dislike themselves and they distance themselves from them. They admire themselves at the same time and show off. It's crazy. They love themselves very much. They believe everything should be for them and with them, that everyone should choose them and listen to them. They get together with someone celebrating something. They have some achievements that they go through, weighs them, and sorts through what they achieve mentally. It's very important for this person, to be recognized by the public, to be treated with respect. Honor is important to them, and they do everything for this, to be admired and listened to. They got some payment and they're happy about it. They're driven by the idea that they need people to help them and invest in them financially. They need to come to an agreement to get a certain amount or take out a loan, trying to get people involved and manipulate the situation so they will believe them.